Chapter 40. Time Management 101. Control your time, or someone else will. Control your destiny, or someone else will. After 25 years in the same parish, Father O'Shaughnessy was saying his farewells at his retirement dinner. An eminent member of the congregation, a leading politician, had been asked to make a presentation and a short speech, but was late arriving. So the priest took it upon himself to fill the time, and stood up to the microphone. "I remember the first confession I heard here 25 years ago, and it worried me as to what sort of place I'd come to. That first confession remains the worst I've ever heard. The chap confessed that he'd stolen a TV set from a neighbor and lied to the police when questioned, successfully blaming it on a local scallywag. He said that he'd stolen money from his parents and from his employer, that he'd had affairs with several of his friends' wives, that he'd taken hard drugs and had slept with his sister and given her VD. You can imagine what I thought. However, I'm pleased to say that as the days passed, I soon realized that this sad fellow was a frightful exception, and that this parish was indeed a wonderful place full of kind and decent people." At this point, the politician arrived and apologized for being late, and keen to take the stage. He immediately stepped up to the microphone and pulled his speech from his pocket. "I always remember when Father O'Shaughnessy first came to our parish," said the politician. "In fact, I'm pretty certain that I was the first person in the parish that he heard in confession." The politician's late coming and inability to manage his time put him in an embarrassing situation that he was yet to be aware of. Time management is a very vital aspect of life, success, and wealth creation, and that is why I have dedicated a whole chapter in this module to treat it. The inability of many to manage their time well has led to failures in many areas, and when people don't respect time, they lose respect. Time is a convertible resource, and time wasted is resource wasted. Number 1. Time is life. We use the phrase lifetime to represent the entirety of a person's life, which is the time between birth date and death date. To waste time is to waste life. Number 2. Time is money. You spend hours, days, and weeks working and giving your time to your employer or your business, and what you get in return is not more time, but money in exchange for your time. To waste time is to waste money. Number 3. Time is knowledge. All the knowledge you have today came in exchange for the time you gave to learning and education, and the more time you gave to it, the more knowledge you had. Time wasted is knowledge wasted. Number 4. Time is love, family, and relationship. The love you share today, the relationship you have today, the family you have today, all exist because you invested time to build them. Love is spelt time in families. Number 5. Time is everything. Whatever you can get with time, whatever you can become with time, whatever you can achieve with time, time is it. When you view time from this perspective, you will never waste or toy with time again, because the only competition you will ever have in life is really the competition between your disciplined and undisciplined mind. You are your greatest asset in life, so you need to put your time, efforts, and money into training, grooming, and developing your greatest asset, which is you. Time is a period within which an event occurs. Time is a cycle of occurrence. There are different root words that are translated to mean time. Number 1. Aeon. Age or generation, like age to age, or generation to generation. Number 2. Chronos. Chronometer, which evolved from the shadow of the sun, that is, the sundial, and became your wristwatch or wall clock, called a chronometer, which measured the hours of a 24-hour day. Number 3. Kairos. The exact moment when an event or something occurred to the minute or second. Think over these examples to gain clearer understanding. When a baby girl is born, she has a potential to be a wife and a mother, even though she is still a baby. So she is in the aeon of being a wife or mother because she is alive. When she gets engaged and is preparing for her wedding day, she is in the chronos of being a wife. But the exact time she says, "I do," and make the vow is the kairos of her being a wife. When she gets pregnant, she enters into the chronos of motherhood, which time management strategies. 1. Start with the Creator. Except you are an atheist, and I feel sorry for you if you are, the best way to manage your time is to start with the Creator, who can take time back from you any day, any time. Start your day with God in prayer, Bible study, worship, etc. Give Him at least 10% of the day as your tithe, that is 2 hours and 40 minutes daily, doing something with Him. Start every day, week, month, year, and season with Him. This gives you the wisdom and grace to succeed at time management and at life. 2. Have a priority list and be organized. If you don't develop this culture of having a priority or to-do list, you will find yourself majoring on the minor and minoring on the major. There are some must-haves of an organized life that will aid your time management. Diary, journals, address book, card holders, year planner, to-do list, a good wristwatch, calculator, calendar, a notebook, etc. They must all be readily available to you. Your iPad or phone can do a lot of this, if not all, in this age of technology. Remember Pareto's 80-20 rule. Don't waste 80% of your time on what produces only 20% result. The secret of success is hidden in your daily routine. 3. Block time for vital things in your life. Remember that you will not have time for something except you create it. Block out your birthday. Block out your spouse's birthday. Block out your children's birthday. Block out your family time and holiday. Block out your personal retreat and development. Block out your anniversary, etc. If you do these and do the same for your other obligations, you will have placed a value on your schedule, and it will be difficult for anyone to encroach on it anyhow. If you don't control your time, someone else will control it, because good things only happen when planned. Bad things happen on their own. 4. Plan in advance. Long-time planning and big-picture thinking is very vital for anyone who wants to succeed at time management and juggle many things effectively. There is short-term planning, days, weeks, or months, all within a year. There is mid-term planning, 1 year and above. There is long-term planning, 3 to 5 years and above. Do you have a plan for the next 1 year in place? Do you have a 5-year plan in place? Do you have a 10-year plan in place? I have had a 30-year plan in place being annually reviewed for almost 20 years now. It has also been mainly reviewed to cover the next 10 years ahead. No one daydreams to be a failure. For those who only dream of success and never wake up to do anything about it, failure becomes their reality. 5. Know yourself. Those who have worked close with me know that I take time seriously, and I don't have respect for people who don't respect my time. To succeed at managing your time, you need to know yourself. What are your strengths? S. What are your weaknesses? W. What are your opportunities? O. What are your threats? T. This SWOT analysis is also vital for you to manage your time successfully. Do you function better during the day or at night, etc.? Do you like taking little naps and be refreshed? Do you like being woken up from sleep or you wake up by yourself? Do you have a short concentration span, etc.? You must know yourself to manage yourself. 6. Start early. For over 3 weeks, I had an average of 3 to 5 hours sleep maximum per day because of the writing of this book, and had a target to finish it in 1 month. Coupled with having to speak daily, twice sometimes, and thrice on 2 occasions. But because I started early, I was still able to meet my target. Avoid too much sleep. Wake up earlier to do other things before going out and gain extra time to achieve more than you normally will. I have read an average of 1 book a week for over 20 years now. With my kind of schedule, waking up early helps me gain time. If you sleep at 11 p.m. and wake up at 3 a.m., you have 2 to 3 hours extra to read or do other things, instead of sleeping from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and wondering how others seem to achieve more than you do. Success does not come cheap. Likewise, time management. You have to maximize the early stage of your life when you still have the strength to go the extra mile, so you can relax later and have something to show for it. 7. Concentrate fully on tasks. One other very vital strategy you need to adopt for proper time management is learning to focus and concentrate on tasks. You can gain time sometimes by doing 2 things or more together, but some tasks require your full attention so you can get them done and move on. You can read or listen to music or an audio program while using the toilet. You can be eating and learning at the same time through an audio program. You can turn your driving time into school on wheel and achieve more than one thing, etc. However, for some tasks, if you give 1 to 2 hours of full concentration and attention, you get them done with. I have written over 40 books so far, and none of my books took me more than 10 days to write. All I do is get all my materials together, go away to a hotel or a place alone, and concentrate on it. This one took me 3 weeks already as at the time I wrote this chapter, and I still had 2 sections or module to go because owing to the peculiarity of this season of my life, I have to do many other things while writing. 8. Avoid procrastination. Procrastination is a thief of time. Never push till tomorrow what you can do today. Every day you should be doing something that will bring you closer to the better tomorrow you dream of. Avoid, I will do it later, I will do it tomorrow, there is still time, etc. Today is the tomorrow you spoke about yesterday. Tomorrow never really comes because today is all you will always have. Do what you can do when you should, and not push them to later and crowd the future. You must be willing to do today what has to be done today, so you can have tomorrow what you dream to have tomorrow. The difference between a successful person and others is not lack of strength or knowledge, but rather a lack of will to do what needs to be done when it should be done. Sometimes you can be overwhelmed by the enormity of the task at hand, and that makes you just procrastinate, but it's not wise. That is fear and laziness in disguise. Instead of procrastinating when faced with an overwhelming task or difficult problem, break it into many parts and handle them one part at a time. 9. Delegate effectively. Why kill yourself with work when there are people around you that can help you? Insisting on doing what others can help you do is not wisdom and can be a sign of insecurity. Trust people. Train and mentor people around you and let them help you. Delegation is one of the greatest secrets of time management because if you put proper systems and strategies in place, you can delegate to people and machines and get more things done and faster. Let others do what they can and focus on doing what no one else can. If you can and they cannot, concentrate on it. If you can and they can, delegate it to them. If you cannot and they can, outsource it to them. The days of Lone Ranger and solo operation are over. These are the days of teamwork, networking, collaboration, mergers, joint ventures, etc. Even Lone Ranger was not alone. He had a horse named Tonto. To monitor those around you and develop them to help with tasks, you do and let them watch, that is mirroring. You do with them for confidence, that is practicing. They do and you watch, that is monitoring. They do, that is delegation by mentoring. We get more done in life when we don't care who gets the credit. 10. Avoid distractions. There are things and people that can constitute a distraction to you if you don't handle them with wisdom. Unnecessary phone calls and texting. Chatting online and being on social networks when you should be working. Watching the television during work time. entertaining and accommodating visitors when you should be working, especially the "I was just passing by" group. Some people just show up in your office without notice or appointment and claim they were just passing by and decided to check you. Instead of politely appreciating and dismissing them as soon as you can to see later at a more appropriate time, you settle down and allow your precious time pass by. When you value your time, you won't allow time wasters or distractions in your life. When you come before great people, don't waste time. Go straight to the point and move on, or else you become a distraction. NB. If I give you money, I can replace it. But if I give you my time, it is gone forever because you have taken a part of my life that I cannot get back. This is a major reason why I don't respect those who don't respect my time, because it simply means you don't value me and honor my life. How much is your time worth? When a man works for 60 hours a week and makes a turnover of over $2 million per annum from all his different businesses and organizations, see the mathematics. 60 hours per week times 52 weeks, 3,120 hours. 3,120 hours is over 2 mil per annum. 2 mil divided by 3,120 hours is equal to $641 per hour. If a man produces an average of $640 per hour, and that man now gives you an appointment to meet with him for an hour, can you now see that he is really giving you time he can never regain and $641 value? Now, imagine you going late for such appointment or getting there and wasting his time. Knowing your time worth should help you gain perspective. Some people's time per hour is worth more than you can ever fathom. The fact that you earn $1 to $2 a day or $5 to $20 per hour does not mean that is where everybody's level is. Don't try to reduce the value of people's time to your time value. There are 4 major classes of things that fight for your time. 1. Important and urgent. This is an emergency, and you should avoid leaving tasks or things to become emergencies before handling them. When unexpected emergencies come, no problem. It is called life. Example, an unexpected task with a deadline, or an accident involving a loved one. 2. Important but not urgent. This is good and should be the way you operate. If you prioritize your life and manage your time well, important things will be done at appropriate time and will be ready before they become urgent and emergency. 3. Not important, but urgent. These are distractions and time wasters. They are things and people that just crash into your time and demand urgent attention even though they are not important. Example, elongated and purposeless phone calls, or the "I was passing by and decided to say hello" person, and you gave 1 hour of your time. 4. Not important, not urgent. These are time wasters, or leisure, depending on whether there are important things you could be doing with the time. Resting, relaxing, having fun time, watching movies, etc. are all very good and important for a meaningful life. Life is not all about work and making money. They should, however, be done at the appropriate time. Enemies of time management. There are many things and people that can hinder you from properly managing your time. Some of them are listed below. Indecision, procrastination, indiscipline, lack of planning, lack of order and organization, doing too much at the same time, busy doing nothing, laziness, interruptions and distractions, telephone, television, social media, etc. You will never leave where you are until you decide where you will rather be. Move from where you are to proper time management.